Hi, I'm Hal Thompson, an expert interviewer. Let me present you with my ham. My guest today is British Bake Off superstar Lizzie Acker.
Hi!
Thanks for being on the hot seat.
More than excited to be here.
Do you have any ham you would like to present?
I've got no ham. I can't have ham in the house, the dog just eats it.
Well, I still find you trustworthy.
That's good.
I baked a Lizzie Acker cookie in your honor.
Wow. The space buns. Oh, I even love the dotty dress.
I also happen to bake a Prue cookie. Hello, I'm Prue. I like to wear colorful glasses. Oh, look, it's Lizzie. I want to strangle you.
What's happened to Prue's hair? Is she being like out in the wind?
I think there was a steady wind blowing while baking the cookie.
Maybe she didn't strangle me. Maybe I electrified her and hers.
Oh, that's probably it. What did you think when you saw the episode where she says that?
I was just like, I suppose most people want to strangle me at some point while watching it. So
Did you just think the feeling is mutual, Prue?
she's just a sweet old lady, isn't she?
I didn't understand why they kept telling you to use more finesse with your bakes on the show. I mean, do they like the taste of shampoo?
Paul Hollywood must. Is it a lime scented shampoo?
It has hair reviving boost in it. Maybe that's what he likes. You were a big fan of the show before you appeared on it. Did you know all the flavors that you should avoid?
Pickles with Paul as well. Doesn't like pickles. Whereas I love pickles, and I'm a bit like, if I liked the flavour, I would have used it anyway, because not fully on board on just pleasing Paul Hollywood.
Speaking of Paul Hollywood,
Wow, that's a likeness.
he's got his hands out for handshakes. Oh, I think a bit fell off of Paul. Whoops. Hello, Paul. I'm Hal Thompson. Hal Thompson, the cookie. Will you shake my hand, Paul? Have I done a good job making these cookies? Why, yes, you've done a great job. Congrats, Hal Thompson. Ow, me leg.
You've just ate Paul Hollywood.
I just ate his leg off. What was your favorite thing that you baked on the show?
My favourite thing was definitely... Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry, you must be allergic to me.
My last cake was my favourite cake.
I think that was my favorite too. I also really liked the bowl that you made, that blue bowl.
The blue bowl, I was kind of like, did everyone get the same brief? When I'd finished the bowl and everyone else had done cakes with little domes on top, I was a bit like, okay.
I think it still counted as a dome. I thought it was great.
That's all that really matters, isn't it?
I wanted to ask you, what does neurodivergent mean?
Is the word atypical brain? Or is normal brain typical and ours atypical? I don't know. I don't really like the word normal either, but, like, different to the majority of normal society.
One might say, to quote Robert Frost, 2 roads neurodiverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. Do you think that's accurate?
Definitely, yeah.
Do you think that they'd let me be on the Bake Off?
No, you're American.
Oh, no Americans are allowed on?
Why don't you apply for the American one?
Oh, I didn't even realize there was an American one.
Paul Hollywood's still on it, isn't he? I think you should just send in a submission video of you biting off Paul's head.
This is the kind of guy we're looking for? The guy who ate Paul Hollywood?
Bite his head off and then, like, spit it out and be like, get me on the show.
I might not want to be a baker on the show, though. I think I might prefer to appear in one of those cutaways, like with the squirrels or the other animals that are outside. I could be frolicking around on the ground, doing something enjoyable. Did you get to meet any of the animals that live outside?
Yeah, because we had to live there, so they were all around us. Obviously, being a tent, that sometimes try to come in.
You had to sleep in a tent with other people?
And then we had to bake in a tent with other people. We had to sleep in a hotel.
Oh, you got to sleep in a hotel. They didn't make you camp?
I'm not a camper. The camping just sogginess, isn't it? You're just soggy all the time.
You want to keep the moistness with the sponge cakes, not with the contestants.
It's very true.
What did you think about that controversial time that Jurgen dropped his food on the floor and then still gave it to Paul and Prue?
I thought it was hilarious. After all them comments, they deserved a bit of floor food, didn't they?
They had it coming.
Justice. Justice for the bakers.
Jurgen was a pretty level-headed guy when he was on camera, but when the cameras were off, did he start cracking jokes and running around like a maniac?
Now he'd play us some trombone.
For anyone who hasn't seen the show, this is Jurgen.
Has he got a halo around his head?
Yeah, he's got a big German halo. And then I also made the Jurgenator. He's half German baker, half machine.
I'd like to put it out there that I coined the phrase Jurgenator.
You should get royalties for that.
I'd probably be a millionaire right now.
Do you still work at a Jaguar factory?
Yeah. So it's not just... So I don't make Jaguars, although the company is owned by both. It's Jaguar Land Rover, and I make Land Rovers.
Oh, Land Rovers?
Yeah.
I actually work at a Thompson's Gazelle factory, for obvious reasons.
I don't know what Thompson's Gazelle is.
It's a type of gazelle. Anyway, I make parts for gazelles.
Nice.
Sometimes they want little boots.
My dog wears boots when it's cold. Yeah, it's a necessary in life.
Oh, your dog Prudence?
She's got little snow boots that we tie onto her feet.
Oh, to keep her little patties from getting cool?
Yeah.
You're from Liverpool. Did you know that the Beatles wrote a song about your dog?
That's what she's named after.
How come you didn't name her Jude?
Prudence is nicer than Jude, isn't it?
Could have named your dog Eggman.
Do you want an exclusive? My next dog's name?
Yeah.
Pigwidgeon.
Pigwidgeon?
Yeah.
Harry Potter.
Ron Weasley's owl. That is top quality information.
Lizzie's next dog is going to be called Pigwidgeon, everybody watching right now. You heard it here first on the hot seat. If only I'd known, I could have made a Pigwidgeon cookie. I did make a Giuseppe cookie, however.
He looks like Einstein. Is there a Freya cookie?
There just so happens to be a Freya cookie. I don't know how you knew that.
Oh, wow.
I heard that you got to tour around with Freya.
I'm always with her. She's like my best friend. It's a birthday today. We are going to the Pet Awards together.
What are those?
You know, like dogs that like sniff bombs out and find drugs and stuff. They get awards and we're going to be there.
Drugs and bum sniffing dogs? They get awards?
Yeah, bomb sniffing dogs.
Whichever dogs sniff the most bums in a year or something?
I think so.
Whatever dogs take the most drugs?
I'm taking Prue as well. She's coming.
Do you think she'll look like this?
Oh, I mean Prue the dog, Prudence.
Do you have Prue there?
She's in bed.
All right, well, we don't want to interrupt her.
She doesn't get up till at least 11 a.m.
It's about 2:30 in the morning here where I am. I'm usually asleep in my bathtub by now.
It's a great place to sleep. Slept in a few bathtubs before.
It's pretty comfortable, especially when it's filled with ham. Putting your feet on ham is pretty pleasurable.
Is it?
Pretty much.
Oh, yeah, no.
I don't think Freya would like it.
No, definitely not.
I know you were talking about the road trip with Freya. Have you hung out with any other contestants from other years of the show?
Well, me and Freya started to stalk people from previous years.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, we got to meet Mark, and he didn't know that, obviously, who we were. We also met Howard, and then I drove 6 hours to meet Selassie.
Where did you have to drive to meet Selassie?
To London.
6 hours?
Yeah, because of traffic.
That's amazing.
I won a cake as well. I got it. There was a guess away to the cake. So I text the WhatsApp and got all the bakers to guess the way to this cake. And then my guess was the closest, so I won it. So I got a free cake as well.
I can't believe that you got to see Selassie and win a cake on the same day.
It was a pretty top day.
Did you think you were dreaming?
I was in shock.
I can't believe it. I've never won a cake or met Selassie. I thought things were going well for me when I got to interview Liam a while ago.
I've met Liam as well.
He's a really nice fellow.
Why did you bake Liam a couch?
I just wanted to impress Liam mostly. And I actually used his recipe from one of his books.
Oh, we've got an incoming guest.
It's Prue. Prue has arisen. Hello, Prue. Hello, puppy. She's a pretty dog.
She's lovely, isn't she? She's just sat on my knee now.
Hello, Prue. Does she know about the other dog that you're going to be getting?
No. So, Prue is the friendliest, most social dog ever. However, my best friend has just got a puppy called Kevin, after Kevin from The Office. And Prue hates him.
Oh, no.
So I don't know how she's going to deal with a new puppy, to be honest.
I have that same problem with goats. I've lived with a number of goats. And whenever I bring a new one in, they all get very angry, and they become very hurtful, and they insult me.
Have you got any of them screaming goats?
Oh, yeah, they mostly scream. I know you have mnemonic devices that you use sometimes to remember the spelling of words. Could you explain your spelling of again?
A gran attacks Ingrid's nose. When I was younger, I used to never remember it as an I in the middle of it.
Have you considered replacing gran with goat?
A goat attacks Ingrid's nose. That'd probably make a lot more sense than a gram, wouldn't it?
I think either one's pretty good.
We actually had a conversation once while we were there. We had to decide what was the biggest animal we could fight. I chose a camel. Didn't realise how big camels were.
I'd just jiggle the camel's humps because they're all full of water, and then that'd probably disturb the camel so much it would just go unconscious.
I think that would disturb anyone, to be honest. So
jiggling camel humps.
Yeah.
Speaking of disturbing, I heard you might be interested in serial killers.
I am. I've got a criminology degree.
I don't know any serial killers personally, but I'm from Wisconsin here in the United States of America. And Wisconsin's pretty much responsible for most of the serial killers. We've got Jeffrey Dahmer, Ed Gein, and we had one a while ago called the North Side Strangler. Did someone say strangler? Hello, it's me, Noel. I'm going to creep up behind you and make some strange jokes while you're trying to cook. My favorite is when Matt speaks in a very loud voice.
My favourite was when Matt sang Flintstones in German. That was stellar. That was top level comedy, to be honest.
Did they ever give any of the bakers any extra time because they had an extra long conversation with someone?
No, you've just got to bake and move. Keep going.
What exactly is happening with your fingernails?
Oh, the Bake Off nails. So these are all nails based on my outfits from Bake Off. So they're the dungarees, me dresses, sad and smiley, and then more dresses.
Josh Albrecht asks, on a scale of 1 to 100, what is your favorite smell?
Fresh cooked grass is number 100.
Fresh cooked grass?
Yeah, fresh cooked grass. You know, like when you use lawnmower.
Rash?
Grass.
You cook grass?
Yeah.
Cut.
No, when you cut the grass.
I thought you were saying cooked. Fresh cooked grass.
I think it's my accent. No, when you cut the grass.
Fresh cut.
Yeah,
fresh cut grass. Wait, that's got Scottish. That wasn't right.
That's a bit Scottish.
Fresh cut grass. I can't do it without getting Scottish. Can you say it again?
Fresh cut grass.
Fresh cut grass. I think
that's
I nailed it.
That's a bit Irish.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I got a little Irish now. I just don't think I'm going to be able to do the Liverpudlian accent.
It is pretty hard. Do you know what word we pronounce best?
What?
Chicken.
Chicken.
Maybe a bit much.
Chicken.
You getting there?
I have one last question from my Facebook friend Laura Altus, who asks, is lemon curd appropriate?
Lemon curd's appropriate in all situations.
Lemon curd is the most appropriate thing in most situations.
It's sweet. It's a bit tangy.
It's a bit tonguey.
Tangy, yeah.
Tonguey.
Have you had lemon curd and ham yet?
I wouldn't pervert a ham with anything. Ham must remain pure.
So no rum ham going on?
A holiday ham, I might allow it to contain rum.
Yeah, spice it up.
Chicken.
People are going to be thinking you're from Liverpool now.
Well, I have the unfortunate task of announcing the loser of this interview. It's hard to lose someone from the interview after we've spent so much time together and we're basically a family now, but someone's got to go. The loser is Hal Thompson.
Should have brought a beauty blender, shouldn't have he? Blend them tears away.